This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Omar Kelly, yes, and he's got jury duty. Oh Lord! But they got you, what you said, on standby?
Yeah, I'm doing my civic duty, but I'm going to be on standby for the next 2 weeks. I don't really understand this. This is not necessarily how it's happened to me before. It's like you usually go in, you show up, you might, sit there all day, you might get a case. This time I'm supposed to call in the afternoon every day for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah. I've never had that done like that before.
No, I've done it like that, and then within the next 2 weeks, you'll find out if you're going in or not. And sometimes, a lot of times, you don't end up. But I'm telling you, once you get there, you act crazy. You say everybody's guilty. That's why they're here. They're all guilty. Damn it, fry them all. And then they'll say, "Sir, we need to excuse you," and that's it. And you're done, bro. I'm telling you, it works 100% of the time.
I usually don't even have to go that depth. They don't even ask me a question. They just excuse me. I'm like, once I was asked, what's your profession? And I was like, I'm a journalist. And they were like, okay, you're excused.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that you don't want to commit to Mike Gesicki, they probably think you're crazy, so they don't want you around. That's probably what it is.
It's not a matter of committing to Mike Gesicki, Big O. It's a matter of giving him a multi-year contract and locking him up, and that's not something that I'm interested in doing. I will give him the franchise tag, which is something that I decided at the end. I decided that last season, like. Yeah, I'm not re-signing Gesicki to a multi-year deal like he's an elite tight end. I'm giving him the tag. I'm sorry. Like, do it again.
I don't know what more we want this guy to do. He's
block. Block.
He's not going to block. That's not
okay. Then
I already told you that. You're in fantasy land. There's 4 or 5 guys in the league that can do that. 4 or 5 guys.
Okay.
There's 4 or 5 guys in the entire world that can actually block and catch like Gesicki.
Listen, there are a lot of tight ends. Yes, they might not be able to catch like Gesicki can, but there are a lot of tight. Here's my number one issue.
I got your perfect analogy. Okay, here's where you need to relax. You got to open your mind up. The world is changing. The world. Listen to me. The world is evolving. Okay, who do you think cares more about defense in the history of South Florida sports over the last 25 years? The Miami Dolphins or Pat Riley?
Pat Riley. He's evolved.
Okay. So he signs Mike Gesicki, a.k.a. Duncan Robinson, to a 5-year, $90 million deal. He can't play defense, Omar. He can't even get in the way of people, Omar. But Pat Riley understands that the skill set he brings, it stretches the defense. It adds an element to it. So he is flexible enough to understand, I got to have this on my team because the game has evolved. Football has evolved. Mark Bavaro is no longer needed. And that's just one of those things. And if you happen to have the one guy that can actually block and catch magically in the air like that, then dude, God bless you. You got Darren Waller, you got Kittle, you got Kelsey, not even Kelsey to that extent, but still, whatever. At least you got a great one. This kid is Duncan Robinson. And so you have to adjust and say, okay, he's not the classic guy. That's because we're getting away from the classic guy. There's less and less of those guys as time goes on because sports have evolved, Omar. You can't find a baseball player that can hit power and hit to opposite field and lay down a bunt. But 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, you can get many guys to do that. So now they're specialists. And that's what it is. Sports is loaded with all kinds of specialists. And nowadays, the tight end has become a specialist because he's so athletic and so explosive. He's leaning more to a wide receiver, even though he is labeled as a tight end. That's why you re-sign Duncan Gesicki.
I'm glad you pontificated for 2 minutes on that. That gave me the opportunity and time to do some research for you. Yes, yesterday's game. Yes, Mike Gesicki played 59 snaps. They don't have any receivers, so clearly he's going to have to play.
And they don't have a quarterback, and they don't have an offensive line, and they don't have a running game. But go ahead.
Okay. Yes, we all know what they don't have.
Because if they had a running game, then they have the middle of the field a lot more open, and Gesicki would catch double the ball.
Because of their deficiencies running the ball or pass protecting, Durham Smythe and Adam Shaheen played 79 snaps collectively. Okay,
it's not my fault you can't coach.
Okay,
it's not my fault you can't coach, dude. That's not my problem.
No. I let you pontificate.
Okay,
allow me to pontificate. Okay.
Go ahead.
We will acknowledge that Durham Smythe and Adam Shaheen are not starters on any other team in the NFL, correct? All right. Okay. So,
well, wait, hold on a second. If you had an all anti-vax team, you can start Shaheen. I'm sorry, I couldn't.
Let's stay on the topic.
Go ahead.
So,
no, I'm sorry.
For 79 plays, we played 2 non-starting caliber players in the NFL, primarily because we need a tight end. We need a real one, not a play one. We need a real one to actually, try to make this offense work.
Omar, they can't find offensive linemen to block. You expect them to find a tight end too?
That's another issue. Let's put that over there. Let's put that over there.
No, you can't do that.
No.
That's
another issue.
That's the only reason that's the only reason the 2 rooks are playing.
If they could find a real wide receiver, they wouldn't need Mike Gesicki either. Because that's all they do. They have Mike Gesicki play as a wide receiver. Mike Gesicki play as a slot receiver. And he's super talented. He is a luxury. He is like buying rims and putting it on a Yugo. He does not belong here. And it's not a talent issue. But if you had a decent slot receiver, you wouldn't need Mike Gesicki. If you had a decent split end, you would need Mike Gesicki. If you had a decent tight end who could actually block, and catch passes, Mike Gesicki wouldn't be that important to this team. But I get it. He's a number 1 target on this team because everybody else is so bad. But what my issue is, as you already know, when Mike Gesicki comes on the field, what are you doing? You're throwing the football.
And when they throw it to him, he's still catching it. So what does that tell you?
I just don't like.
Hey, Omar. When Dan Marino was on the field, what were you doing?
You could run sometimes.
No. What were you? Answer the question.
You were running sometimes.
No, you were running because Shula kept screaming from the sidelines, "Please run the ball once or twice." And Dan's like, "Why? Why should I?
Listen,
we're getting 3 yards. I can get you 13."
To dispel your theory, I just picked a random Dan Marino year. 1990, they ran the ball 420 times.
For what, 3.2 yards?
3.7. But They did it. They ran the ball 420 times. I don't even think I could find a year except for Ricky Williams.
That's because but that's not Shula. But I'm just saying that's but with Shula, he would run the ball because he wanted to keep you honest, but it was all about pass. And when the defense did not fear Miami's run game ever in the Dan Marino era. They were fearing 13 the entire time. That's how good Gesicki is. You know that he's the only guy you got. They still throw to him, and the mofo almost dropped a one-handed hat trick on your ass.
Talented.
Come on.
Talented player.
Duncan Gesicki. Say it with me.
Let me ask you a question. Talented player. The franchise tag for him is probably about, I think, $10 to $11 million. I can't really remember right now. Mm-hmm. I would much rather give him that than give him a multi-year deal where I don't know what I'm going to get, how I'm going to use it. I I would rather let the next coach and the next GM figure out Mike Gesicki.
Well, I got the counter to that. And I know they've got
But
money,
here's the thing. I don't understand why everybody is so obsessed about we got to extend Mike Gesicki. Why? Why weren't you pressed about it early?
Because Omar, Dolphin fans are tired of watching their good players walk out the door, dude. So they don't want to watch another good guy when Hunter Long can't even find the field. I mean, they can't even come out to they're wasting. They drafted the kid and they're not even going to use him this year to develop him. That's a crime, dude. That's about the most irresponsible thing you can do as a head coach, that you drafted a kid pretty high in the draft and you're not going to develop him. So yes, Dolphin fans want to see Gesicki, and
we don't know if he's not developing. He's not playing. But
dude, you don't develop not playing. If you can't play,
I don't disagree with you. They have 3 other tight ends that are. Why you needed Hunter Long? It made no sense to me. But
well, if you were planning on going at a 2 tight end set, which is what I thought they were envisioning.
Oh,
I was envisioning
2 tight ends. They use
I mean, but I'm talking about 2 pass catching tight ends, like what New England is doing. You want to tackle.
There's a reason Mike Gesicki is called a tight end and not a wide receiver. Even though he's really a wide receiver. Let's be real about it. He's a wide receiver.
Whatever you want. He's a playmaker, bro. That's all I want. And by the way, when you give him the tag, that's a hard cap number.
Who cares? They got the most space in the NFL.
Yeah, but you need that money to go buy some.
Like they use that money wisely. You act like they use that money wisely.
No, wisely is giving him a long-term deal, not have to worry about it. And you sign him for 5-6 years, and we're good. That's it. That's what I would do. I mean, I'm sorry, man. I would keep the guys that actually make some plays. Duncan Gesicki deserves to be on this team. He just does.
I like Mike Gesicki. No, I can't say that. I think he's a very talented player. I cannot like him because when he's on the field, he telegraphs your intentions. He gives your entire play away. I don't feel comfortable with that, and I've never felt comfortable with that. If you are going to play the tight end position, you need to at least have some decency as a blocker, and that's not the case with Mike. Unfortunately, it is what it is, and they know who he is. I have a hard time believing that any team is going to sign him to a ridiculously large deal, knowing that he's just an oversized slot receiver.
Oh no, I think if there's an offensive-minded coach and he needs a playmaking tight end, I think they'd be more than happy to sign Mike Gesicki. And by the way, reliable, tough. That's the other thing I like about him. So
I don't like that word tough. Don't like that word tough. Don't feel comfortable.
Oh no, of course, because he blows out his shoulder and comes back and makes a one-handed.
I mean,
that's not tough. That's not.
No.
Blown out shoulder and he makes a one-handed catch.
No. Don't feel comfortable with that word tough.
He's tough as hell. He's tough as hell.
Don't feel comfortable with that word tough. Do not.
I am more than comfortable after watching him blow out his shoulder last year and then coming back to the game and making that one-handed catch.
Can he line up and block? Can he line up and block the Ravens?
Again, there's 4 guys in the world that can do that. 4 guys on the entire planet.
I'm gonna go through this list and
they can't find a quarterback. They can't find a left tackle. But you somehow want them to find one of 4 guys in the world that can block a catch.
Yeah, listen, I can promise you, Kittle, Kelsey, Andrews, Hunter Long, Jonnu Smith, Ertz, Pitt. Well, I don't know about Pitts. Gronkowski, we're at 7. Waller, 8. Brait, 9.
Oh, come on, Brait isn't much.
Ebron.
Ebron and Brait don't even hold a candle to Gesicki.
Hawkinson.
Ebron's a sack. Dude, you mentioned Ebron yesterday. That was embarrassing. He's a sack of injuries. He's inconsistent. He drops balls. You really haven't watched Eric Ebron's career.
I haven't watched him lately. But
no, you have not watched him, period, Omar. He has been injury prone his whole career. He has ended up on many teams because he's inconsistent as hell. Nobody commits to him. Please don't insult Duncan Gesicki by comparing him to that guy. Come on, bro.
Let's see. Ebron, what does he have so far? Not great.
You don't follow it, bro. You don't follow Eric Ebron's career. I can tell you that. I love you, bro, but you don't follow it.
Last season in
so I
Pittsburgh.
follow the whole league, dude. Eric Ebron is nothing to ever brag about. He has had moments in his career. He has never been ever to be able to be consistent. That's why they ship his ass out constantly.
Mike Gesicki's has collectively had 2 good years.
With no OC or quarterback. Well, he had an OC last year at least.
Fine. It is. Listen, props to Mike. He's got Dolphin fans in a tizzy about signing him, re-signing him, locking him up. You know, what would I at the max, a $30 million deal.
Well, there we go. I got him to a multi-year deal. Success is mine. There we go.
I
got him to say multi-year deal, folks. Yeah.
At the max, a multi-year deal.
How about this one? This one's kind of interesting because I think what's hurt him is also around him. And forget that he had 2.5 sacks yesterday. I know it's a bad team, but I really like the way Ogba has played all year. And I think that if he would have the proper defensive staff and maybe players around him, like another D end on the other side that might put a little fear into people, he might have a few more sacks.
Boy, you're just making me talk money today. Like, is that what we're doing today?
What am I going to? Are we going to break down?
We're celebrating a win by trying to get everybody paid.
Well, I'm not saying paid. I'm just saying, and he won't be able to command that kind of money. But I'm saying
is to command.
But I would like to bring him back. I would like to see.
Yes,
back.
You should. Okay. You should like to bring him back.
Okay. All
now,
right.
Is he Cam Wake? Can he finish
plays? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. You don't pay him Cam Wake. You don't look at him as Cam Wake. All I'm saying is I respect the man.
Put a number on it.
This year.
Put a number on it.
$9 million a year.
He's not signing for that. He's trying to get. He's
going to 15.
Hey, if he gets to double digits, he's 15.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. But maybe 10. But
I mean, he's at 5 now. If he gets to double digits, he's got second half of the season left. If he gets to 10,
oh yeah, then you gotta yeah. But I don't know about 15 a year, man. I don't
12.
Know maybe. Maybe that's not.
I mean, he's not signing for. You gave Shaq Lawson. You gave Shaq Lawson 11.
Right? Wasn't it 7? Wasn't it $7 million per year? I think it was, right? I think they got a nice bargain.
The guaranteed money is like 11. I'll look it up. Since you're making me look up contracts. But right. Yeah, I mean, they walked away because he was making 7.5. Shaq was making 10 a year.
All I'm saying is, in a year where you suck, there's nothing to play for. He has shown me professionalism.
Yeah,
the entire year.
Shaq got 3 years, $30 million. It was 10 a year.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so 10 a year. Okay, so 12 then for him because I like him a little bit more than.
Okay, I can do that.
I really like what I've seen from Ogba, man. I really
now I can promise you he's not going to sign 12.
How's that?
I said I promise you he's not going to sign 12.
Okay.
But that's a fair. I mean, I don't know. You know. At this point, he should take it to the market. At this point.
Yeah. He's better. Yeah. You're right. That's why I wanted to, because listen, we talked about the game yesterday in the post-game show. And it was an ugly game and all of that. But I'm just wanting to kind of address some of these situations that they're going to have to address as the second half of the season.
You sure they're going to have to do it?
Well, I'm not sure. But what I mean is they're going to have to address the Miami Dolphins, whoever the Miami Dolphins may be in the offseason, if there's any changes or if they keep the same staff. These are decisions that are important decisions. And I think as a lot of Dolphin fans, and I'm one of them, I'm kind of tired of seeing players walk out the door, and Gesicki would be one that I would like to keep because there aren't a lot of positives on this team. But these guys are kind of some of the positives on this team.
Here's my situation with yes, The last decision I would have allowed them to make as a group, a collective, is Deshaun Watson. I don't allow them to make any other important decisions. My wallet is closed if I'm Steve Ross, because I don't know you. I don't trust you. Show me that this team can play for you, that they're not going to quit. And that's a weekly basis thing. Let's address Mike Gesicki's numbers. Cut franchise tag. To transition him, it will be $9.3 million. That means whoever wants to pay him, we get rights of first refusal, a Charles Clay situation, and whether they put a poison pill in it, we can, you know, we did Olivier Vernon that way, we did Charles Clay that way, we lost both players that way. Okay. So if you don't want to chance losing him, just put the franchise tag on him for $10.8 million. So to me, when you have the most cap space in the NFL, to buy yourself time, that's what I do. I slap the tag on him. I let the market, because the market's too hot right now. Two bums got paid by New England. Clearly, Gesicki's going to think I'm a $12 million a year player at least.
You know, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Baker and X. All right, go ahead and say. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Wow. And that's another reason why I don't pay him, because I'm sorry, my decision making, my history of paying guy. Yes, you know, it was a tough spot you were in with Jerome Baker. You couldn't have 3 top players go into free agency. You're going to lose one. But did you expect that Jerome would regress? No. Did you, but you also knew he was a limited player in terms of he's a coverage guy. He's not really he's
not a thumper. Not thumper. I know.
Yeah, he's not a thumper. So,
and he was never considered a thumper.
He was never going to be a thumper.
All my scouts told me he gets lost in trash. He gets lost in trash.
Like, Jerome
that's the line they used all the time. And trash, it means he can't fight through the clutter.
Absolutely. He drags people down tackling them. He doesn't tackle guys to tackle.
Yeah, he's not a hitter, right? He's not a thumper.
So, but you knew what you paid for. You knew when you signed it, and he's led your team in tackles for the last 2 years. So, you know, it is what it is. But and my thing is, I don't want to.
And X has given up 6 touchdowns.
Who cares? Like X is your only player that could actually get the ball out. Holland is coming. Like until he arrives,
he's developing. He's one of the few positives. He
is one of the few. Him and Brandon Jones.
In spite of the crap around him, he's developing. Okay, because all these guys, Gesicki, these people are performing in spite of the garbage.
No. There were a lot of plays earlier in the season that Holland and Jones were screwing up. So
yeah, but you can point at Jones. Holland gets a complete pass. He's supposed to screw up. He's a youngin. What I'm supposed to see is development, and what I'm supposed to see is this with Holland. I watch with my crypto portfolio, and that's what I'm seeing with Holland. It's crypto going up, and that's what I see.
It is going up. I in fact used the word cryptocurrency in my column just for you.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
And listen. And I'm not on the crypto chain. As I told you,
I know.
I keep my money in my mattress. Don't come rob my house.
Don't pay 10%. So, but that's all right. You can go ahead. Mine multiplies like rabbits. Yours is not. So I'm just saying, your money's under the mattress, but it's not producing. It's not having any sex in that mattress. Mine is in crypto, and it's having all kinds of sex, producing 2, 4.5. 5.5, 6.5, and 10%. I mean, it all depends. So
listen,
somehow my crypto bed has a lot of motion in the ocean, and yours don't.
You're gonna have to sit me down, and exactly what you said in the last segment. I was listening.
You, me, and Eric were at dinner, and you could have done all of that. And
you guys were talking about crypto, and it was like
you kept talking cooking. What the hell's wrong with you,
bro?
I want you to cook in crypto, not cook on the damn grill.
I don't know nothing about crypto. Like I don't understand this. I still got medical bills.
You have to take that. You have to take that step forward to step into it, looking lost, and then gathering information until you find yourself. And then you kind of start to figure it all out. But at the beginning, trust me, I did it too. It's incredibly intimidating because you know nothing about it. But once you delve into it and you go into it and you overcome that point that you, okay, now I've figured out what the hell I'm seeing and what it's all about, then it becomes, you know, a knowledge for you. At the moment, it seems like gibberish and stuff that you don't understand, and you're kind of embarrassed to get into it because you don't know and all that. It's the normal human feelings that we all have. I had the same thing. That's all. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. So why would I not tag Gesicki? Let's get back to football.
Hard cap number, so you can use your money.
You got what, $70 million in cap space?
No, I get what you're saying.
You can't even spend all your money. Now if you get Deshaun Watson, yeah, your money's tight. You're tight.
Then you really have to do it.
And let me piggyback this by saying this about Deshaun Watson. Two things that should be very pointed out. He is the second highest paid player in the NFL next season. Whether he plays or not, you know, we'll see. We'll figure that out. $35.5 million in paycheck. And the second thing is, he wants Miami for the lifestyle and for what Miami. It ain't about the team.
It's about the massage.
And that's a little scary. That's a little, especially for a quarterback. That's just a tad bit intimidating.
Omar, we're talking about a guy that is super famous, and yet somehow or another, he thought asking strange women on IG to come on over and rub his ding-a-ling wasn't going to actually blow up on him. Not him blowing up on them. I'm saying the situation blowing up on him. And I mean, you got it. It's kind of like Robert Kraft. I'm a billionaire. Let me walk into the Asian baseball. I doubt anything will happen. You dumbass. I mean, you know, these are just, they might be rich men. He might be a smart quarterback. He might be an incredibly smart billionaire. But when it comes to common effing sense, they lack it. So don't be surprised that he wants, you know, like you said, the lifestyle.
I don't fault him. Most NFL players want to be here for the lifestyle, for the tax-free state situation.
Mm-hmm.
Why judge him?
Well, you could judge him. Okay, Russell Wilson wants to come because of the lifestyle. You can trust him because, okay, we know he and his beautiful wife, they are perfect for South Beach and all of that. But Russell's going to compartmentalize, and he's going to play ball, and he's going to do responsible things off the field. Deshaun Watson, yeah, he'll play well on the field, but off the field, you have no idea what he's going to do. So if he did that in the Houston nightlife, I can't imagine what he's going to do here in South Florida. So I'd be very nervous. It all depends on the human being that we're talking about. Brady wanted to open up his wings a little bit more after he got out of New England. Great. He gets to do commercials and crypto and all that, but he still is going to be a professional on the field.
The best person that you could ever go to, and this is for people who actually know the individuals. I know Bruce Arians, who's the coolest dude in the entire NFL.
Yeah.
So for Brady to go from Belichick to the cool uncle it's
like being married to a nun and then divorcing her and going to Halle Berry. That's what it is. That's all it is.
I don't know.
I was with this uptight woman that didn't want to have sex and didn't do anything. And now I go over here and I got Chocolate Wonder and I'm in. I'm gone. I'm history. I'm in the archives. That's it. It's a beautiful thing.
So in regards to Deshaun Watson, one, you know that ain't over.
No, dude, please come on. He's you said it. He's got control. He's got the no trade clause. He's instigating everything, dude.
We'll see how it plays out. But anyway, in the quarterback situation, hopefully Tua gets healthy and we get to see the real Tua by who's next? Jets game. Let's go with the Jets.
Well,
I don't think he plays Thursday.
I think that makes a lot of sense. behind that line. Short week. Although it's not a short week for him in a way because he's been off. Right? No, I mean all he did was cheerlead on the sidelines, so he was off this week.
The Jets, Panthers, Giants, Jets. That's a hell of a 4-game stretch for us to see who Tua is.
Bro,
hell of a 4-game stretch.
I hate to say this, but if he can stay healthy and play those 4 games,
and he should be able to get healthy by that time. No,
it's not get healthy; it's stay healthy to end up playing the 4 games. That's the real knock that I have on the kid is that unfortunately now it's just the injury stuff just becomes unreliable, and that to me is not a good sign. Unfortunately, it's the same thing that happened to him at Alabama. So that's the rough one. What do you expect Flores to say this in the press conference today?
Short week. Be prepared. Clean up. I'm expecting an excuse for his offensive line. I'll hammer him on that because that is a doo-doo fest. I'm sorry. At this point, why are you not replacing guys? Performance related.
Ask him about Greg Little. Like, coach, you guys signed Greg Little. He's a former high draft pick. It's not like your offense.
He has not been active for a single game.
For a high level, why can't Greg Little crack this lineup? You know what I mean? Hunter Long, coach, you drafted a guy high in the draft. How do you get to develop him when he never plays? You know, I mean, Jesus. Wow, dude.
It's a crap fest. Everything is.
I never saw this coming, dude. I never saw this coming.
Yeah, I don't think anybody did it, including them. So it is what it is, man.
Oh no, they definitely didn't because they wouldn't have made that trade where their first round pick is now by Philadelphia. And thank the Lord, San Fran lost yesterday. That was good. We got to sit there and root for San Fran to lose now every week. Oh, brutal. All right, Omar. Follow him on Twitter at Omar Kelly. Catch his work there at the South Florida Sun Sentinel. And hopefully he doesn't get picked for jury duty. Remember, just act crazy, bro. Just say everybody's guilty. They all deserve the electric chair. I've got a lethal injection in my hand. You want me to do it? And then they'll let you out right there. Trust me. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I think the state attorney's office will probably be like, yeah, we got to keep him. Usually I'm usually the one the state attorney's office wants to get rid of. So
yeah, you just tell them that. Listen,
I think you're probably counteracting my parents here. My parents makes the state attorney's office want to keep me. And,
hold on a second. They will understand if you have a lethal injection in your hand because you tell them, hey, listen, relax, guys. I carry this because I cover the Dolphins on a daily basis. So then they'll just go, oh, now we get it. Okay, no, got it. You're insane. Okay, just leave, sir. And yeah, the Dolphins will finish you off. We won't have to worry about it. And so that's it.
They will finish me off. They will.
Exactly. Because the Dolphins have taken lives off of all of our years off of all of our lives, bro. I mean, let's just be honest. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I love you.
All right, man.
And I'm glad you love Duncan Gesicki now. So there you go. We'll catch you on Friday, baby.
Franchise tag.
Later.
Maybe transition. I roll the dice.
Sean, transition his ass out of here. Omar Kelly in our EJDconstruction.com Miami Dolphins report.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.